All right, man.
And we are back.
Let's move on to another type of ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
We've gone from church to funerals. Well, it's sort of a funeral.
It pretty much is, yeah. It's a way of paying respects.
Yeah, a memorial, if you will. And this is going to the story where we talking about last week how this woman should have smoked her husband.
That's right. Instead of eating him, like a bag of Pringles.
Yeah, exactly. That's disrespectful, man.
Yeah, not cool.
Not cool. Smoking is so much cooler. Mm-hmm. It just looks good.
It does. Yeah. It's good for you.
Eating your husband, that just seems savage.
Mm-hmm.
Like cannibalism.
Yeah, it's like, goddamn, go eat some chips, all right, if you're hungry. Shit, leave your husband alone.
Oh, yeah. I'd rather she snort that dude instead of just dipping her finger in there. Because that's the way she was eating him. She was licking her finger and getting it moist and then dipping it in there and, like, licking him off her fingers. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I was like, wow, my baby won't ever cheat on me, but she sure will eat me.
But she'll eat me. Like, it makes you wonder what happens when, the husband is gone. Like, when she's done eating the ashes. I wonder if she's, going to get, if she has such a thing for eating husbands, she's going to, remarry somebody and kill him just to cremate him.
Yeah.
Eat him next. Turn into some weird serial killer.
Yeah, the ash eater.
The ash eater, yeah. Put some lotion on that chick. But somebody actually did this. Now, she didn't smoke her husband. Mm-mm. She should have, but she didn't. But somebody actually did smoke someone that died that was very close to them. Mm-hmm. Somebody that we all know.
Yep.
And it turns out that this person is Tupac.
That's right.
Now, Tupac
musical legend.
Yes. Tupac mentioned in a song that he wanted his friends to smoke his ashes when he's gone.
Right.
And turns out that he's got some really good friends.
Damn right.
Yeah, no, his friends, they listened to that shit and they said, hey, that's what he said.
They believe everything, every goddamn lyric he wrote. Yeah. Hey, he wrote it. He must have meant it.
I love this shot right here where it's the Outlaws. Now, the Outlaws is, anybody knows Tupac, they know his group, the Outlaws, ends with a Z. Mm-hmm. And they look like they just got through smoking his ass, and he was some good shit. Look,
yeah.
They got all these guys looking at the camera, but they got one brother. Look at the brother in black right there in this picture. He looked like Tupac just fucked him up after he smoked him. He's not even looking at the camera. He's looking at something else. I think he sees Tupac right now.
I know.
He's still here, brother.
I see him right now.
Yo, homie, he's right in front of me. He's here.
What was that, Tupac? You want me to smoke your ass? Damn, somebody already did that, but I know what you mean. Yeah.
Look at these fools. Now, turns out not everybody's keen on this idea that the Outlaws took Tupac's the late and great Tupac's words seriously,
which they've claimed recently with a video.
But let's read the story here. Mm-hmm. Did rapper Tupac's ashes go up in smoke? Mother's fury as she denies smoking son's remains with his friends. Let's read this story here. Tupac's mother has been forced to deny that she smoked the remains of her murdered son and a Macabre memorial, along with members of the rap star's former group. I don't think there's anything Macabre about that. That's hey, you just put into some rolling paper and smoke his ashes.
That's what the kids do these days. Right?
Yeah. It's not like they chopped them up, and ate them.
No.
It's not like they were dipping their fingers
not like that
in there.
Woman. Yeah, disrespectful like.
Yeah. Members of the Outlaws, Tupac's former rap group, released a video earlier this week in which they claim they mixed their dead friend's ashes with the drug marijuana and smoked it at a family memorial event. The rappers claim Tupac, real name Tupac Shakur, his mother, Afeni, was present at the party, which was held on a beach after Tupac's funeral. But a spokesperson for his mother says, and the Shakur family has told U.S. website TMZ that no one from their camp signed off on the odd ritual. The family spokesperson said anyone who managed to smoke the ashes would have had to sneak the remains past the family in charge of keeping an eye on the ashes at the memorial event. Tupac's comrades, the Outlaws, are most famous for joining him on the Biggie Smalls diss track, Hit 'Em Up, released in 1996. They look like they hit his ass. So
I thought I was going to say they're notorious for stealing shit.
For stealing his ashes.
So this could happen. This could be true.
Yeah. Released in 1996 at the height of the East Coast versus West Coast rap war between Pac, is what they used to call him for short, and the notorious B.I.G. In video, which was broadcast on TMZ yesterday, one of the members, Napoleon, tells the cameraman, yeah, it's definitely true. We had a little memorial for him with his mom and family. And we hit the beach and did a lot of shit like at the beach. You know, some weed, some chicken wings. He loved orange soda. We were just giving him our own farewell. That night, I forgot which one of us came up with it. A second member then jumps in to say it was his idea and quotes Tupac's song, Black Jesus, where he says, last wishes, niggas smoke my ashes. Adding, how serious he was about that request, I don't know. But we took it pretty goddamn serious.
Yeah, they did.
Meanwhile, a third member, Hussein,
I love this part.
all these historical figures, all these military leaders.
Yeah, I know. Napoleon, Genghis Khan,
yeah.
Stalin. Yeah, Stalin said.
Stalin, yeah. Meanwhile, member General Akbar says,
Admiral Akbar.
Meanwhile, third member Hussein says he wasn't there when this all apparently happened.
Mm.
Finally, the first Outlaws member tells the cameraman, we twist up some of that great granddaddy California Kush and mix the big homie with it. So, you know,
Damn.
he, Tupac, is flowing through our system. The Shakur family rep told TMZ no one in the family would ever approve of such an act, but they currently don't plan on pursuing any action against the Outlaws. I mean, what can they do?
I know. Yeah, like, hey,
Look.
give us back our son, regurgitate
Yeah,
that
what-
shit.
yeah, what-
shit him out. I don't know.
Take a piss test to see if you got Tupac in your system.
Yeah,
I mean,
you got Tupac DNA in you now. What the hell?
you know,
I got Tupac in you.
it'd be funny if all these motherfuckers just start turning into Tupac.
Start singing like him.
Start
It's like,
morphing.
Hey, that makes sense. Wasn't he still releasing albums like after he died?
Yeah, that's what happened. They smoked this shit and then they started like rapping like Tupac.
Yeah.
Start releasing more albums. That's what Tupac wanted. That's why
That's
he wanted them to
exactly.
smoke his ass, because he wanted his legacy to continue.
Hey man, when I start writing lyrics for my fucking band, I'm gonna put everything I want after I'm dead. Yeah, so people never forget.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have people
People
shoot.
know.
I want you guys when I'm dead to shoot me up into your veins like heroin. Do you think you can do
I'm
that?
just gonna shoot your ass up in the sky. He wanted to go to the moon. He wanted to reach the stars. He's gonna reach them.
Actually, I want Leon and Cyrus to be the ones that shoot me up in the veins. I want you to like eat me like that woman on on the video. I want you to dip a little metal claw into like some saliva.
No, I'll bring in special
Dip
guest Pitbull to do that.
Let's see. Tupac was murdered in September 1996 after attending the Mike Tyson versus Bruce Seldon boxing match at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. Though several theories about the rapper's death have been touted around, no one has ever been charged with the shooting.
Damn.
You know, no one's ever been charged with him or with
Nope.
Biggie Smalls.
No.
So-
I went to the place where he died, and I had some Dr. Pepper with me. I poured it on the ground. It was like, it's for Tupac, and almost got hit by a car.
Batman!
I was like, hey, I'm paying my respects.
Pour some grape soda on the ground?
Yeah, some grape. Yeah, no, they didn't have grape soda. It's hard to find in Vegas.
I like this little tagline right here in the story. They're showing Tupac sitting next to Suge Knight, and the quote underneath this picture says, "A friend in weed."
God. A friend in weed. All right, that's a clever one, TMZ, whoever you are.
Damn. Look at this picture, man. Look at this.
I know,
Some
dude.
shady people. You
Dude,
thought Suge Knight was shady. Look at these two.
I know.
You got one brother looking behind him, looking like he just shot somebody.
Yeah,
And he's looking around like he's guilty. And he got that other guy with some shades on behind him. Look at that.
like he did it.
Like he did it, yeah.
Like everyone is worried, and Tupac should be worried. Like you always got to worry whenever you're sitting.
It really is true. Like everybody looking around like,
yeah.
who's gonna shoot me?
I know. Like,
Who's got a gun here?
I know. It's like, wow, I've made it. Now I gotta watch out for my ass and not get killed.
Hell yeah.
No, that's no way to live.
Got to keep your head up. You know what? You want to listen to that video?
Yeah.
This
Please.
video, we watched a little bit of this video. This shit is crazy.
Yes.
From Vlad TV.
When I die, I want you guys to make a video like this. Like,
foolishness like
all,
this?
all crazy and serious.
Hold on.
Hard as hell. Mugging for the camera. Yeah.
All right,
You guys need business.
Let's listen to this.
Tuned in to Vlad TV, man. Shout out to Vlad, Outlaw for Life. Chill.
You know, it's something funny about seeing some people like giving a shout out to somebody named Vlad.
Yeah.
Word up to Vlad.
I know. It's like I like to give a shout out to YouTube.
Yeah, Trip. I like to give out to a shout out to my homie and my comrade, Vlad. What up, Homesky?
Yeah, home skillet.
There's a rumor that after Tupac died, the outlaw smoked his ashes. Is that true?
Yeah, it's definitely true.
It's like I heard you partook in the murder of Tupac. Yeah, it's true.
Like there was no thought about like whether is this a good idea to confess this in front of a camera or not. They just jump right into it. No. Is it true that it's true?
I know. You wait for him to go, fuck yeah, I did.
It's absolutely true, guys.
What I do. I do that shit every day. What else you want to know?
I think it was the night of his had a little memorial for him, with his mom, his family and shit.
His mom and shit.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure his mom who brought over the shit.
Yeah, we had a memorial with that bitch. What's her name? Oh yeah, his mom.
His mom.
And
damn, dude.
We got fucked up.
Yeah.
Hold on. God damn it. You too.
Threw a lot of shit he liked in the beach. Some weed, some chicken wings, he loved orange soda, all that kind of shit.
Chicken wings in the ocean.
Yeah, he Pac loved that kind of shit. So, we was just giving him our own, farewell and that night.
We littered the beach.
I'm wondering the next day how many cans of orange soda popped up on the beach.
I know, yeah. Like you see bottles of that shit floating around on the beach.
Yeah.
And like bags of fucking KFC, whatever. Like, buckets and shit floating around.
I think Steen wrote a song about that. Message in a bucket. Yeah. Whoa.
Oh,
with some orange soda, Tupac.
Forgot which one of us came up with it. They had his ashes and shit. And
Pac came up with that shit. If you listen to Black Jesus, he said, "Last wishes, nigga, smoke my ashes."
No
you
doubt.
know what I mean? So that was a request. You know what I mean, that he had. Now, how serious he was about it, we took the shit serious.
I wasn't there that night. I ain't have a hand in on that. I wasn't there. I didn't know if them was his ashes or whoever ashes. I wasn't there.
He's like, hey, you know what? These nuggies over here talking crazy. I'm not with them right now. I had nothing to do with that.
It's like if your parents like caught you for doing something stupid. And everyone's cleaning. Yeah, I did it. Yeah. You got that one kid. I didn't do none of that shit.
Yeah.
I was minding my own business.
Yeah, he's
minding my own.
Like that kid. He's like,
I was watching TV.
Miss Shakur, I didn't do it. I had to undo that. I told them that's not a good idea, but they did anyway.
Yeah.
Nigga, why you telling everybody everything?
They can't be throwing buckets of KFC in the ocean. That's not right.
Yeah. Why you fucking snitching like a bitch, man? Fuck, man. We can't have no fun when you around. We can't smoke nobody when you around, man.
Hey, Tupac didn't even like KFC. He was a church's man all the way.
But that shit went down.
Yeah, it went down, man. So, I forgot which one of us came up with it. Like, we need to go on and do that, but we twist up some of that great granddaddy California Kush and mixed the big homie with it. You know what I mean? So he flowing through our system. You heard?
And then we shit him out. We sprinkle a little bit on our chicken.
Did he give another shout out to his sister or something at the end of that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what these Negroes talking about. They talking about they smoke Tupac.
Obviously they do. Yeah. They're definitely smoking during that interview.
I love that. I wasn't there that night, but the shit went down.
Yeah, I know. He's just laughing like, I'm not as high as these guys right now. I just got here, but wow, I didn't know about this.
He's like, man, I was off smoking my uncle. I wasn't with him right now.
Get that camera off me, please. His mom's gonna watch this shit. I don't want to hear it.
My goldfish died that night. I was frying him up. I had nothing to do with it.
I threw him in the batter with the fried chicken.
Yo, man, I was barbecuing my dog that night. I had nothing to do with that. His food.
Damn.
What you say, like those little kids who like that? I ain't doing nothing.
I didn't do nothing. That ain't me. Hey, I was my own business. I just got here. I don't know.
Fuck it, it wasn't me. Oh, what else we got?
Wow.
Wow, so they did it. You know what?
I know.
Thing is,
Well, they say they did it. The family's saying they didn't do it because they had to like find some way to get those ashes
man, these
from
fools,
the family.
they,
but you never know.
man, these motherfuckers were creeping. I know they got that shit.
I know. They probably took out a dime bag and told one of Tupac's because, hey, man, just go
Yeah.
get it. You're the one in charge of this, watching this shit, right? That's what Tupac wanted, all right?
Yeah.
This
Oh,
shit
hell
right
yeah.
here. Bust out that CD.
Yeah, they got
right here.
whoever was guarding the ashes, they got that fool high.
Yeah, I know. It's
They're like, hey man, come smoke this shit with
yeah,
us,
you
man.
smoke this shit, and then later on, we're gonna have some KFC, some orange soda. We're gonna go out to the beach and shit.
Yeah.
Well,
You hang
man,
with
come
us,
on.
man.
You want to be a part
wanna
of
be-
this
you wanna be an
shit.
outlaw?
Yeah, you want to be
outlaw for life?
Yeah, outlaw for
You better smoke this shit,
That's
homie.
I got a letter here from Suge Knight ordering you to give us those ashes.
Hey man, here's a story.
All right. Yeah.
Here's a story. Here's a story about somebody who must have been high
Yeah.
to fall for this shit right here.
I love the title of this, by the way. It's so
Hoodwinked and bamboozled.
Yes.
Woman says woman buys a block of wood thinking it's an iPad. Well, I gotta read this shit right here. Let's read this.
Yeah.
This is a short story. What does it say? Got. This is how you get got. A woman was in a McDonald's parking lot where she was approached by two men with an iPad box. They said they charged her $300 for it. When the woman, and I guess you got to say her name, so everybody knows she's a damn fool, and hopefully helps her prevents her from doing this ever again.
I hope she's crying when she reads this. Like, I didn't want them to put my name in it.
Yeah, that woman who was texting and fell into a fountain. At least she wasn't out $300.
Oh no. Yeah, right.
Ashley McDowell is a woman's name. It was when the people approached the woman, Ashley McDowell. She told them that she only had $180. They agreed to give her a deal and sell her the iPad. Oh, now check this out. When she got home, she'd open that box till she got fucking home.
Oh no.
When she got home, though, she saw a block of wood with the Apple logo on it.
That is so awesome.
A block of wood.
Oh my god.
A block. But you know what? I love that to add insult to injury, they put an iPad logo on it.
Yeah.
How the hell do you spend $180 on a box in a McDonald's parking lot and not even crack open the box? That's what I'm saying.
I know. It's like hell. When I leave McDonald's, I check the bag and make sure all my shit's in there. I was
Yeah.
like,
What you say?
fries, check. McNuggets, check.
Yeah.
Wait. Where's the sauce at? God damn it! I turn my ass around
Yeah,
and
what
get that
the
sauce.
fuck? Yeah, in McDonald's, you should check everything.
Oh yeah. Make sure it's like what filet of fish? I ordered a quarter pounder.
Hell
What
yeah.
the fuck? Yeah.
Shit, when I'm leaving, you miss so much shit when you go to when you go to McDonald's. Whether you order on the inside or go to the drive-through, you missing some shit. Like
easily.
50% of the time. When I go to the drive-through McDonald's, I get out the car to check and see the wheels still on my car. That's how paranoid I am about shit missing when I go. So you should know better than buy some shit in a
Fucking
box.
hamburglers just took my wheels.
Damn, McDonald's. I know they got rid of the hamburger. The times must be hard.
Shit.
Those
Oh my
motherfuckers
God.
took my shit.
That
I ended up on blocks
motherfucker
before I
is
left this
expanding
shit.
his enterprise. But yeah, I mean,
turns a wheel burglar.
they always fuck up. They always tend to fuck up your because I mean, God knows how many times I've pulled out of McDonald's would not order, like having somebody else's order. I'm like, you know what? You might as well just fucking throw this shit into my window. All right, that's about how much you give a shit.
I tell you what though, as many times as they fucked up my order, I've never opened that bag and found a block of wood. I never found a block of wood with a picture of a hamburger on it.
You see like a piece of 2x4 with a nail stuck into it and go, hey man, this ain't no fucking Big Mac.
Yeah, it is.
I know, yeah.
You didn't say whether it was real or not. You said you want a Big Mac. We gave you a Big Mac. It just happens to be on a piece of wood.
It's just the fucking McDonald's emblem on it.
Motherfucker gave me a piece of wood with a Happy Meal on it.
I know. It's
So-
like I was like, this lady was like, oh, I pulled a fast one on them.
Wow.
$180. Whoa.
Yeah, you know what? She probably had more money and thought to herself, I'm gonna talk these fools down.
It's called wheeling and dealing.
Yeah. Hey, oh, I'm sorry. I only have $180 on me. You know, in her mind, she's like thinking,
Oh yeah.
smart.
Oh yeah. She does.
Wise shopper, wisdom.
I am the wiser. Because you know she pulled out that money. She was like, all right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to flash this money. So they see it. They want it. It's like a fish. Fish to a hook. There you go. This is all I got.
Yeah, they saw her.
Yours, lady. It's yours.
Yeah, they saw her ass out there. You know, they know a sucker when they see it. Woman just might as well just have fucking food written across her forehead. Check this out. What makes it worse is that the woman pressed charges, but she was the one trying to buy boosted products in the drive-thru. The whole mess is full of people that are total idiots. Well, I don't know. Them fools sold her a block of wood, so they ain't that dumb.
And you know, when I heard this story, I thought, oh man, this sounds like an old lady did it. But I sent you another article where it actually had the woman's age, and it thinks she's like 22 years old.
No, that's perfect. That's a perfect.
Like, it's
I mean, you're dumb. She's young and dumb, man.
You dumb, stupid broad.
Oh, I guess I didn't open up the other store, but yeah,
okay,
come on, man.
That shit was.
I mean.
I love they had the picture of it too. It's like this is what they got.
Wow, and they went all out too. Now what they're not telling you is that they did put the Apple logo on it, but when you turn it around, they actually put like the screen on the other side. But it looks like the whole thing is covered in paper mache.
It does. I know. It looks like that shit been at the bottom of the ocean for I don't know how long.
Wow, talk about a joke that pays.
Wow.
For everybody.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, these guys got $180 for probably about a $3 piece of wood.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit like 2 cents in glue.
No shit, dude. It makes me go, man, how come I'm not doing this? Like, how come I'm not going
you're not
out there
crooked like these motherfuckers are.
Shit, but it makes for a great story.
And this girl lost $180, but it's a lesson that'll keep on giving. That doesn't have a price tag on it, does it?
No, it doesn't.
It's a lesson that keeps on giving. The lesson is invaluable. Priceless is what they say.
And now I know, Corey, and knowing's half the battle.
Knowing's fucking expensive is what it is.
Yeah.
G.I. dumb hole. Goddamn, boy.
Damn.
And that's the other thing. I'm looking at some of the comments. Let's say if they go from 300 to 180, you might want to rethink what you're buying.
Not me. I'd be like, man, I got a deal in half.
I know. I'll probably be the same way.
I know. It's like, woo-wee. I can't wait to go home and tell all my friends I got a fucking $180 iPad.
God damn. And that's the thing. She could have bought a real iPad.
She could have bought a real anything else besides a fucking piece of wood.
Or she could have bought a piece of wood. I wish she did.
Yeah.
I tell you what.
Go buy yourself a cutting board. It's a lot cheaper.
I would turn into Liam Neeson from Taken, and I would track these motherfuckers down, and I would keep that wood, and when I find these people, I would hit them across the head with it. I would get my money's worth out that wood.
Oh boy, I'd give them such a spanking.
I'd give them such a slap with that wood. Yeah, boy.
That is awesome. I just would love to have seen her face while she was buying it, and then see her face like right as soon as she opened up that shit.
That shit was
must have been priceless.
Now, to me, that would have been $180 worth.
Yes, $180 worth of comedy.
Of comedy, right? This is open that box.
What? Those motherfuckers? How dare they? I'm calling 911. The police.
You know how I think sold her that wood. I think George Lucas sold her that wood. and he filmed it when she said, no!
Oh, my God.
Who is this chick right here? I'm just looking at pictures now.
That is awesome.
Who the fuck is that?
That's the chick's face right there.
Well, she opened up that box. What? Yeah, we're looking at a picture of somebody. Who the fuck is this?
Yeah, who is this? How to survive
unemployment is no joke.
What kind of news service is this?
Who is this? Oh, that's Jennifer Hudson.
Oh, okay.
Looking damn. Maybe she was the one that got sold that wood. What?
It's like her mom just found out. I got you an iPad, baby. Opened it up. What?
Yeah, boy. So let's see what we got.
Oh man.
Let's move on to Oh, you know what?
Time
I got an
to move
interesting story here.
All right.
Well, first off, before I move on to that, a picture caught my interest.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not going to be long. It's just something I just wanted to ask you.
All right.
Have you ever like seen a girl, like a celebrity?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to even say female. I'm going to say both. Have you ever seen a celebrity when they're young?
Uh-huh.
And I will say female for you and I. Have you ever seen like
Okay.
a female celebrity, and you thought that when you saw her at the time, you're like, man, she is hot, and I want to have sex with her so bad.
Right.
For me, that person a long time ago was Sinead O'Connor.
Skinhead O'Connor?
Skinhead O'Connor. There was something about her being so weird and having that shaved head. But I used to see pictures of her because I thought she was weird looking myself.
Mhm.
But then I saw pictures of her. And I was like, man, she's cute. She's got this whole pixie thing going on, and the fact that she shaved her head just kind of makes her seem like she's wild and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
And let me see something here. Let me go ahead and.
All right, yeah, the only person I've had that with would be Bjork.
Bjork.
Yeah. I thought Bjork was kind of like she's just something a little off about her, but I thought she was so goddamn cute. Where I'm like, man,
Yeah, I could see that.
I wouldn't mind having a little fun with her.
Bjork, I saw that with her until she started singing and got on my fucking nerves.
Hey, I love her singing.
No, I do. Actually, I love Bjork, and I hate Bjork. Like some of her music I love, and then I see some music where I'm like, I could listen to somebody like beating a fucking squirrel.
I guess I could. I guess I could.
Right? I'm like, nah, I ain't listening to this shit. I love Bjork though. I've seen Bjork.
Yeah, she's getting ready to come out with a new album too. Apparently.
In fact, one of my favorite songs ever is that song "Army of Me."
Army of Me.
Yeah, by her. Oh, and somebody did a remix of her song "I Miss You."
Oh yeah.
And that remix.
Her
song is
remixes
one
are
of my
always
favorite.
cool.
Yeah, I love her remixes, and
Yeah.
that remix I think that's the song "I Miss You" is a really badass remake, and I love that song to death.
Damn.
Now let me type in something here.
All right.
I want to show you something. I want to show you something.
Was it Skinhead O'Connor?
Yeah.
All
She's
right.
now. Let me find something here.
All right.
Just give me some time, goddamn it. I'm just give me some time. Shit.
You will show it.
Yes, I will show it.
Who else would I think is odd, but somebody I would like to jump in the sack with? Grace Jones.
Grace Jones. Oh yeah, Grace Jones.
No, I was always scared of her.
Biz Markie.
Bismarck. Yeah. Bismarck. Yeah. Golly, I like to see the girl who's fucking that dude.
Okay. Now there are some pictures where, Sinead O'Connor, she just didn't appeal to me. But there were some pictures that that she looked like. Oh, what's the actress that's in Breakfast at Tiffany's?
Oh, Katharine Hepburn? No,
No.
that's not Katharine Hepburn. God damn it. Starts with an A.
Audrey Hepburn.
Audrey Hepburn. There you go.
There are some pictures of her that reminded me of Audrey Hepburn for some reason, because she just looked like a little waif in a way.
Because I know that she grew her hair out.
Yeah,
She looked almost like a completely different person. Like,
Yeah.
attractive. But I'm trying to remember what she looked like with that.
Well, let me show you something. Look at this picture right here.
All right.
If my TV will cut on. Come on. There you go. Look at that picture of her.
Yeah. She looks like a 12-year-old boy. Yeah.
Stop it. She looks cute. Right there. She's got a little bit of hair. She looks like she kind of had a look like Audrey Hepburn to me sometime when you put in the right light and everything. I thought like,
Yeah, I can see that.
she's
Yeah.
kind of cute. And she a picture of Audrey Hepburn. Now look at that picture. Look at that picture of Audrey Hepburn right there. Audrey Hepburn. You know
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
I can see that.
Yeah. All right. Now.
All right.
Now see this.
Oh, don't depress me. Holy shit. Are you serious?
That is Sinead O'Connor today,
Wait
man.
a minute. Now, she's pregnant, though, right?
No.
She's not pregnant?
If she is, I'm sorry.
She has to be
I'm
pregnant.
sorry for the guy that did it. No,
Wow.
look, that's mean. That's mean.
She kind of, the thing is, okay, real quick. She's not suffering from cancer. Can we find that out real quick?
Okay.
Because honestly, now she looks like she
The
kinda
last
looks like
story
I
I read,
a cancer, like somebody going through treatment.
you know what? But see, I can't tell. It's not my fault if I didn't know that. 'Cause she always had a shaved head.
You got to know these things.
I always had a shaved head. How am I supposed to know that? I don't think she does. Because look. Here's an even worse picture.
I'm only saying that because like her hair once again is shaved, but she's wearing one of those scarves that always makes me think about people going through treatment.
I don't know. Look at this pic. That's her right there too.
Holy shit! What happened?
I don't know what happened,
dude.
That's what I want to know. It's like, Liz, look, I don't know. She's not the same person.
She turned into that fucking singer with that crazy voice. You remember the American Idol singer, the girl that had the voice from heaven, but she looked like fucking Benny Hill.
Yes, yes.
That's who she looks like. That's who Sinead O'Connor looks like right now.
And
she looks from a side profile right now. It looked like fucking Benny Hill.
Yes.
Wow.
And in the picture that I showed you originally, now that's her. Now look how cute she is right there.
Yeah.
And now look at this. You know what she looks like? She looks like the lunch lady.
Yeah.
She looks like the lunch lady when you were in elementary school.
Sloppy Joes.
Yeah, look like she should be
nice
serving
and sloppy for you.
Should be serving up that nasty ass pizza and mac and cheese.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She does look like that chick now. Oh my god, that is depressing. Okay, because wow, this just blew me away. I mean, because honestly, I wish you could find a picture with her with long hair when she grew her hair out after she peaked. Like, I remember seeing photos of her where she grew her hair out. Like, it was one of those like where are they now type deals, and she looked fucking gorgeous with her long hair hanging down. And looking at this, it's like, are you even sure this is the same fucking person?
I don't know what the fuck happened.
Is this article about what the fuck happened to Sinead O'Connor?
Okay, here I'll tell you what the article's about. You think that's crazy? Now look at that picture.
Yeah,
that's Sinead O'Connor. Look at that picture.
Okay.
Now read this. I'm in the peak of my sexual prime and too lovely to live as a nun, Sinead O'Connor bemoans lack of intimacy in her life. Maybe it's because she looks like she should be serving fucking hamburgers at the third grade kids right now.
No shit.
Spilling details about your sex life or lack of is usually something to cringe over at a night of drinking. But Sinead O'Connor has opened up about her non-existent bedroom antics in a bizarre online blog. The Irish singer insinuated she may even turn to inanimate objects if Mr. Right didn't make an appearance soon.
Oh, Jesus.
In a not-so-subtle plea to fans, the 44-year-old brazenly titled the piece, "Is Sinead about to hump her truck?" She also claimed the man who runs her site would urge her to take a cold shower before revealing intimate details. But here's what she's saying here. I will, of course, ignore him.
Jesus.
Alluding to a news article she read about a U.S. woman who married and regularly humps her truck, Sinead said, "I'm beginning to understand her headspace," claiming she is so desperate for sex. I think her and her truck would make a perfect match. She looks like a truck right now.
She looks like a truck driver. That's what she looks like. I mean, it's like I hate going off about this because I know people get older. They're life happens to them.
Look, she's just 44.
But the thing is,
she's not old. She's just 44.
I understand that. But being 44, you're like, wow. When you look like she has, where you do kind of question, like, well, wow, what the fuck happened? Any fucking person off the street would look at this and go, wow, what the fuck happened to her?
Look at any hot 44-year-old celebrity out there and tell me you don't have to do this.
I just saw a picture of fucking Raquel Welch the other day where she's like, she has to be fucking 80 years old. She still looks hot as fuck. I mean, I don't know. She's taking care of herself. She's just naturally aging.
Was her head in that picture?
Yes.
Okay.
Her head was in that picture.
Just making sure.
And the thing is that, man, I was blown away. And looking at this is kind of depressing. Where it's like, wow, Sinead, I don't know if you have any real friends around you, but the thing is, like, if you do, they need to say, look, girl, you need to like take care of yourself. Honestly.
I thought she was looking at this picture. I thought she was like 60 years old. She
aged badly, and I don't know if she's just eating bad or that picture you showed me before. honestly, she looked like she was going through chemo treatments and she was pregnant. I mean, that's what it looked like. I'm not even saying that to be funny. That's just what it looked like.
Maybe she fucked her truck and she's having a little truck right now.
Jesus
I don't know.
Christ. Is that gonna be? Is this the next plot to Cars 3? But fucking A, dude, that is. Oh, that
the
is
Nothing
depressing.
Compares to You star continued. My situation.
Situation. That's exactly what she's going through. A situation.
Sexually, affectionately speaking, is so dire that inanimate objects are starting to look good, as are inappropriate and are unavailable men, and are inappropriate and are unavailable fruits and vegetables.
Oh no! Don't go fucking goddamn Subway sandwiches, Sinead. Don't be doing be sticking no foot-long $5 sub into your goddamn vagina, woman. You don't need that. Oh my God!
$5 foot long and Sinead O'Connor. Needless to say, what I do. Let me see. Needless to say, what I would do for a living makes it hard for me to find men that only want me because of my
popularity,
because of my legendary arse.
You know what? Who gives a fuck at this point? If you need fucking dick, you take whatever you can get, Sinead. All right, no time to be picky now. Especially looking like fucking you're driving your fucking tour bus. You know, I'm sorry, but goddamn,
Sinead joked about joining a dating service, requesting no one younger than 44, no one named Brian or Nigel, and stating that they must be blind enough to think I'm gorgeous.
What? They must be blind enough to think she's saying that?
You must not have any eyeballs. And the rambling revelations are particularly unusual as the chart topper came out as a lesbian in 2000, but is writing about her search for a man. She signs off with the amusing rant with, "I must end now as I have a hot date with the banana."
Oh my God.
4 days later, Sinead blogged again that she had found a man, saying, "Search called off for now. Suitable man found." Filled by an extremely sweet, kind, very respectful, considerate, but absolutely filthy-minded, uninhibited, rude sex machine named John. And no, I don't mean John Waters, ex-partner and father to her daughter. What? Did John Waters donate sperm or did he fuck her?
What?
However, this is getting fucking weirder. However, she then discovered said John had a pregnant girlfriend and has since reopened the campaign. The quirky star has been married 3 times and has 4 children and looks like a goddamn bear. No,
Wow.
you know what? I don't know, man.
Jesus Christ. God damn. Get your shit together, Sinead.
Let's see. Here's a picture of her with one of her boyfriends.
Is that her?
Sinead O'Connor here with former husband Steve Cooney last year. Has been married 3 times.
Holy fuck. Is that her? Really?
That is her, man. She did not take care of herself.
And she was dating that fucking dude?
She's dating a dude that looks like somebody that would be attending a Renaissance fair every weekend. Like she picked up this dude at Burning Man.
No shit. It's like an aged fucking Bozo the Clown.
Dude
without the makeup. I don't know.
He looks like a wizard in casual clothes, right?
You know what he looks like? He looks like the guy from Robot Chicken, the crazy doctor. The crazy doctor at the beginning of the opening of the show. That's exactly what he looks like. He looks like that insane fucking doctor electrocuting that chicken from Robot Chicken. That's exactly what he looks like.
Sinead O'Connor, boy.
Wow, Sinead. Oh my God. What
the thing is,
what happened?
She must be, I don't know what's going on because she has the look of somebody who just dropped everything and said, "I'm just going to be as butch a lesbian as I want to be."
That kind of looks like somebody suffering from alcoholism, honestly. I mean, Jesus.
I don't know what to say.
I mean, you talk about just somebody letting themselves go. I mean, I don't know what kind of demon she has, that she's battling. But
her being 44 is no excuse. I see a lot of hot 44-year-old women.
It seems more like, maybe it could be like a mental thing. I don't know if she's ever gone crazy, especially with her all of a sudden deciding she wants to be lesbian to get some news, I guess. But yeah, I have no idea what the hell's going on in her personal life, but whatever it is, it definitely had an effect on her being and her body as well. That's kind of sad, man. I'm kind of depressed now.
Hey, take care of yourself, brother.
Oh, Jesus.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah, it's easy to take care of yourself. It's another thing when you're just going crazy and nobody notices it,
Yeah, that's what she looks.
Which that kind of looking at the guy who she's dating, it looks like number one, she has some serious daddy issues, And number 2, it just seems like there's something else going on there that
shit. Maybe
we'll
that
never
guy
know
is
about.
35, and then you know what?
Oh God!
I don't know the way.
That more than likely he's probably fucking vegan or something, because I've only seen vegans that look like they're fucking on the verge of being 80 because all they do is eat fucking lettuce all day. So, you know.
Hey, in lighter news,
Mm-hmm.
you want
what else is
want some
going on?
updated versions of what the summer's biggest flops are?
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, I always like this kind of stupid shit. Yeah. Go ahead.
Now, you know what I'm gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
I like to play the guessing game. I'm gonna cut that.
Oh damn it! All right.
Yeah, you can't see this. Okay.
You know how awesome I am at these guessing games.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give you. Well, you saw some pictures, but I'm gonna give you a hint
right.
on some of these. Okay. We got an update. I think we did this before.
We did this before, yeah.
Where we did like biggest flops so far.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Now there's an update here. Some more movies have come out,
Yep.
and some more movies have flopped.
Okay.
So this is summer box office. We're near the end of summer. In fact, I think we actually we are done with summer blockbuster season
Right
as
now.
far
Yeah.
as movies go. So here are the summer box office 10 biggest flops of 2011.
All right. Get my juices flowing in my brain.
All right.
In my Windows 95. Come on. Refresh.
What do you think is at the top?
The top, as far as the top flop.
Well, they don't have it numbered. So what do you think we're starting out with? I'm gonna say this is. Let me see. Let me go down the list here.
Okay.
Some of these you don't even know, so I'm not gonna even try to
Okay.
ask you to guess. But take a guess. Just take a guess at the first one that we're gonna list here.
Okay. As far as a flop, right?
Yeah, summer flop. It came out this summer.
It came out this summer. Okay.
It was a movie that.
Later in the summer.
Okay, I'll give you some names. Had
Okay.
a big name director attached to it,
Okay.
who had been trying to pitch this movie for close to 2 years.
Okay.
Hype it up for close to 2 years. Had some big name stars in there. One, the leading man that has been getting more and more popular here in the States. Another is a returning leading man that we hadn't seen in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Can you guess what that movie is?
Cowboys and Aliens.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. See, it's not so bad at this.
I win.
John Favreau. Yes, you win nothing. I like that.
I always win.
Directed by John Favreau and featuring James Bond star Daniel Craig, the $163 million budgeted movie mixed two genres,
All right.
westerns and alien picks. Unfortunately, audiences didn't embrace the result. From Universal and DreamWorks, Cowboys and Aliens has come only. Why they use that word? Come.
Has come? Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
That's come. That's what. Yeah. It's
All
like
right.
what did they Hollywood jerk off to make this movie?
I know. Reading that doesn't sound good. It sounds dirty.
They stroked themselves for 2 years and cummed. The movie has cummed only $129 million to date, including $93 million domestically and $35 million overseas.
Wow.
So the movie was $163 million to make and has only brought in worldwide $129 million. So
Damn.
that is a flop.
Wow. Yeah, it is. And I thought that movie was doing okay, but shows what I know.
I knew it was doing pretty bad.
I never pay attention. to
we
the
talk
numbers.
about this stuff every week. I knew it was
That's right. Yeah,
doing
yeah.
pretty
You
bad.
do it.
But the thing is that when we saw the movie, I think we all came out saying nobody's going to really go to see this because it's, even though it's not terrible, it's just not that. It's not as much fun as it should have been.
No,
Took itself a little
it's
too
not.
seriously.
It did. You were wondering all right, when is the fun gonna really kick in with a movie like this? But I mean, I'm not surprised because even when I saw the trailer, I was still on the verge of just not really being all that invested, not having any interest in it.
You noticed for a long time the trailer showed you nothing but Daniel Craig walking out in the middle of the street and raising that fucking thing on his arm up
Yeah.
and shooting a spaceship down. Like, you're not giving anybody any real reason to see this movie.
No,
we've
not at
seen
all.
this for. They showed that footage at Comic-Con 2 years ago, and that's all you fucking saw after that.
And you know,
That
it
same
felt.
shot.
And the thing is, you were always constantly bombarded with the trailer. It seems like wow, did this movie kind of come and go already? Because you saw so much footage early in advance. Like they were hyping that movie way too early to
Yeah,
where
they
it
were.
just got a point where you just got sick of looking at it.
Yeah, big flop that movie.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you another hint. One of our most respected actors out there,
All
who's usually a surefire thing for a hit, came out with this film that we saw, and not only
Okay.
thought it was mediocre, but very mediocre because of the actor involved.
Very mediocre because of the actor involved, and that would be Green Lantern?
No. Think about one of the biggest actors out there that everybody
The
respects.
biggest actors.
This
Okay.
guy is never in trouble. Sweet guy. Almost everything he's in is great.
Mm-hmm. Almost
Or at
everything-
least a blockbuster of some sort these days.
a blockbuster.
Very bankable star.
Okay.
Well, another hint?
Yeah.
Older star.
Older star. Bankable, older. I'm thinking... fuck. Bankable, older star. I'm thinking... Why do I have George Clooney in my head right now?
He's a
Am I
little bit
close?
older, but it's not him.
It's not him?
But that's a good guess. That's
Okay.
a very good guess.
Okay.
I'll give you another hint.
Brad Pitt?
Started his... See, Brad Pitt is like close to... Look at that. Now, see, that's no excuse. Both those guys close to 50
Uh-huh.
and look great.
Yeah, they do.
Look, and
you look at
Sinead and
Sinead,
Todd out
I know.
there looking more like a man than they are.
I know.
No excuse. But yet I digress.
Okay,
I'll give you another hint.
Okay.
Started his career probably being best known as a transvestite.
RuPaul? No.
No!
Have I missed that flick? Started.
Did I
off
say
as
it was
being-
Did I say it was a flick?
Oh. I think you did.
Did I say it was a flick that this guy started out in as a transvestite?
Fuck. Jamie Foxx?
You ready to give up?
Yes. God damn it.
Tom
What?
Hanks.
Oh shit! Bosom Buddies.
Yes.
What the fuck did he come out in this summer?
See, that's the thing. That's why I can't blame you for not remembering that.
Uh huh.
He came out in the very forgettable Larry Crown.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, and he also directed this movie. Directed by and starring Tom Hanks opposite Julia Roberts. That's another hit I probably should have put in there for you.
Wow.
Hey, Julia
yeah.
Roberts in her 40s.
Yeah.
Fucking hot.
Looking fucking gorgeous
Fucking
as
hot.
hell.
Yeah. God damn it.
I'm telling
that
you,
girl has
dude,
got me
that's-
so mad.
Something's wrong. Yeah. Something
Yeah.
else going on in that head.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that day,
Yeah.
that day, opposite Julia Roberts, Larry Crown was intended to please adult audiences, put off by summer popcorn fare, but the Universal film, fully financed by Vendome Films, topped out at $52.4 million worldwide, including
Wow.
only $35.6 million domestically. And what they say, how much did they say it cost to make? They did not. I'd like to see what the budget was on this before I say it was a flop.
Yeah, because you know the thing. Number one, you're absolutely right. It was completely and utterly forgettable, and it had like the feel of like a really like independent film that you would just hardly see. Like it'd be like a word of mouth thing where it would be in the theaters for like a week.
Felt like a
and then
TV
gone.
movie.
Yeah, it did too. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think
Yes.
that's why it was so forgettable because you're like, okay, there's nothing special, there's nothing interesting about this movie at all. You know,
I'm going to say that maybe I would like to see the budget on this. I don't have it here,
Mm-hmm.
but even though because the movie looks cheap, but when you have Julia Roberts, and I'm sure Tom Hanks gave himself a pretty hefty price tag for directing and acting.
I'd imagine they'd have to give themselves a price cut because just the look of that film. I mean, I couldn't see them wanting to participate in the film if they didn't feel passionate about it, if they didn't take a price cut themselves just to do it. You know,
Yeah, that
I
movie-
couldn't see a studio like pushing to make a movie like that.
It was a disappointing film
Yeah.
for Tom Hanks, especially after his first film, which I liked a lot. That movie about the band, I forgot the name.
Oh, the heart,
that thing
the
you
heartbeat,
do.
that thing you do.
Yeah, where
I
they
was
tried
about
to.
say
The
Heartbeats.
band was supposed to be called. They wanted to be called the Wonders, but
That's
they,
right,
everybody
yeah.
kept saying the Oneaters.
Yeah,
they were trying to be like the Beatles, like you know,
Yeah.
like the Beatles do a play on Beatles, but they're like Beat, BEAT,
Yeah,
Beatles.
yeah.
We're the Wonders, and everybody kept reading that name like, wait a minute, you're called the Oneaters?
That was a great movie too. I mean, I remember seeing that movie. I'm like, man, what can this guy not do? I mean, he can direct a.
Can't direct the second movie.
I
apparently.
didn't know shit. I was like, I was shocked how long it's been since that came out.
Yeah, well, got a little rusty.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Okay. Here's a film.
All right.
Should be easy for you to guess.
Get my juices ready.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead. Try to guess what the next one is.
All right. Just guess.
Just guess.
All right, Green Lantern.
Yes.
Okay. Like I know it has to be in there somewhere.
Yes.
Somebody's going to consider it a flop.
The Ryan Reynolds superhero pick cost a pricey $200 million to produce. This movie cost more than Transformers. by the way.
What?
This movie cost more
Wow.
than Now imagine Transformers. Transformers was about $190 million, I think, or something like that. Planet of the Apes, Rise of Planet of the Apes was like I think that was like about 80 million to make.
Yeah, that would
something
make
like
sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't 100 million.
Mm-hmm.
This cost $200 million. This is one of the most expensive movies this summer.
And it all went in that fucking suit. I guarantee it.
Oh, Jesus, man. Yeah. Ryan Reynolds' superhero pick cost a pricey $200 million to produce, yet has only earned $206.1 million worldwide. Now, that's worldwide. So
Worldwide?
that's,
Jeez.
yeah, that's not very good. In North America, the Warner Brothers film topped out at $116 million, while it's cummed...
You know how mature you are when you read that. And you just
Just
can't.
like-
you can't just get it out of your head what you're really
Yeah,
thinking.
stop doing this. They got to stop doing it. $90 million.
Damn.
Is what it's made. I guess, well, $90 million here in the States.
God damn. Well, oh well.
Like Cowboys and Aliens, it hasn't fully rolled out overseas yet.
Oh really? Oh.
Yeah, so
Damn. Well,
maybe
shit.
They should.
Oh well. Yeah. I mean, I know there's a director's cut coming out, so maybe that'll help. I guess
We shall
but-
see.
I know.
Want
Yeah.
to go to the next movie?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay. Futuristic vampire film.
Priest.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you look at it.
Yeah. You know what? And that came. That's considered a flop.
I think we talked about this.
That seemed like it felt like a low budget film, even though there was some like Ridley Scott like looking special effects in it.
I think
So that was
Priest.
cool.
I think we talked about this, and Priest actually is one of those movies that didn't do that bad. They're trying to make it sound like a flop. Maybe
Yeah.
it did. Let me see. Maybe
Because they barely
the budget
did,
on it was higher than I
I
thought.
don't think they did hardly any advertising for it. Really, I mean,
Let me see.
yeah.
The Paul Bettany action pick, based on the Korean graphic novel, was the most expensive movie ever produced by Sony's Screen Gems Entertainment, sporting a price tag worth of $60 million. It's only earned $76.6 million worldwide, including $29.1 million in North America and $47.4 million offshore. So yeah, I guess that is kind of a bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not
I'm
very
not. Yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised that's even in there. You know, it's
Yeah.
it's one of those movies that that movie came and went.
good. Yeah, it did.
I mean, if it found anybody, it was like either at a midnight screening or a late night screening on that weekend it opened, and that was it. You know?
Yeah, no, it did not do well at all.
Yeah, and it looked, just the look of it on the trailer, it just kind of screamed like low budget.
It did.
So it would only pull.
Well,
in
actually,
certain
I was
amount.
impressed with the effects in it and in the budget. I just thought I don't know, the story and the characters are just totally forgettable. to me.
Yeah, it was completely forgettable.
Okay, here's another one, man.
All right.
This one is a signal of people getting fed up with the rated R raunchy comedy.
Oh, okay. Let me guess. It was The Change Up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
I was
look
just
at you.
talking to somebody yesterday about how shitty that movie was.
Yeah, the Jason Bateman Ryan Reynolds pick has earned only $34.5 million to date domestically.
I bet you Ryan Reynolds right now is going fuck.
Ryan Reynolds back in late May, early June, he was like, "This is a summer of Reynolds, boy."
Yes.
Everywhere you look, you're
Summer
gonna see
of
me. I'm on Slurpee cups. I'm in a rated R comedy.
right.
I'm at top of the world, boy.
I'm everywhere.
And now, here in late August, he's hearing, "Well,
I know.
boom, 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 boom."
God damn it! Who's this man? God damn it, Rich! God damn it! I told
think
you
about
should.
that.
I told you should let me read that script. God damn it!
I'm in a rated R comedy and in a superhero movie
No,
all in one
shit.
summer. Top of the world.
I
Reynolds,
know.
top of the world.
Rich, you told me win.
They say it ends a dazzlingly winning streak for rated R comedies, man. Look at that. Universal hasn't yet begun rolling out the movie in major foreign territories. It looks like Universal's just being kind of scared about this shit.
They need to be. I mean, weren't they? I'm always getting confused. Like either it's Universal or Paramount where they were hurting Just because the movies that they were Universal, okay, yeah, where they were like really.
A lot of studios were hurt,
hurting,
but Universal was the one that was saying, just they took a big risk on some films. I had an executive in at one time, I forgot his name, but this executive was taking like some risk with movies like big flops, and even some that were good, but they were just taking risk.
Yeah.
Things like Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Oh yeah,
and so Universal
were a critical success, but everybody else didn't give a shit.
And now they're trying to like ride the wave of what they think would be successful, superheroes, summertime blockbuster movie.
Yeah,
that didn't work out.
Jesus,
and they tried to ride the wave of the rated R raunchy comedy, and they wrote it too late.
Who's the president of Universal?
I know.
Is that Rich? Rich? God damn it! Whatever you're doing, Rich, do the opposite. Whenever you think something is terrible, put that shit into production.
Richie fucks up again. Hey man, you want to hear the next flop?
Yes.
I'll give you one word.
All right.
See if you can guess it from this. Reboot.
Reboot. That would be. Oh, this is depressing too. Fright Night. Is it?
Not remake, reboot.
Oh, sorry. Reboot. What has been Conan?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
I'm glad.
Yes.
That piece of shit.
The reboot cost north of $70 million to make, but is off to a poor start, grossing only $16.6 million. I heard that it was actually a little bit more to make.
Really?
Yeah. I heard it was like close
They're probably
to 90.
playing with the numbers, probably.
Yeah, I heard it was close to $90 million to make.
Wow.
But anyway, it's only earned $16.6 million domestically in the first 10 days and $5.5 million in its initial foreign run. The film was fully financed by, what's the name of this company? New Image Millennium, and is being distributed by Lionsgate. This is one of the biggest flops of the summer. This is totally one of the biggest
deserves
flops.
to be, and it deserves
Yeah,
to be. The
it's-
more I think about that movie, the more I get mad, and I go, Crom laughs at your box office. Yeah, I mean, shit. Yeah, look at the original film that you're trying to reboot first before you go in and take notes as far as what works. Yeah, especially with a movie that completely worked back then.
Yeah.
I mean,
no,
geez.
talk about rebooting something and do it in the most lackluster way.
Yeah, and that movie should have been called Lackluster the movie.
Now, see, I myself, I'm never the type of person that says you cannot replace somebody. Yes, I do believe Schwarzenegger can be replaced by a better movie and a better Conan these days, but Schwarzenegger owned that part.
He did.
He made
him.
that movie. You have a huge. You have a huge space to fill if you're trying to like reboot that series, and
it is.
This movie felt like an expensive show that you would see. Now, do you remember those Xena shows and those Hercules?
Hercules, all that shit.
It felt like a rated R TV version of that.
That's what it did. And with movies like Scorpion King that came out, and fucking even Pathfinder, I guess what the director did. He did previously.
Yeah.
I mean, there was just nothing. There was nothing new. There was nothing exciting, and there was nothing original about it. It just seemed like, okay, this might as well be fucking on TV.
I just can't imagine the budget that they had, and yet it still managed to look cheap. And a lot of it did have to do with just the way it was made. I mean, the fights were not that great. Everything, like we said in the review, everything was so generic about it. And how you gonna make a generic action film like this when you're trying to go up against an icon like Schwarzenegger and Conan the Barbarian, a role which he just owned.
I mean, he will. I mean, now, I mean, it just proved to everyone who thought, oh, maybe he can be replaced. I honestly think he proved them wrong. It's like, yeah, that guy was a force of nature, and like, Conan and fucking Schwarzenegger, they were just. It was like it was written in stone by Crom. That was meant to be, and I'm sure nobody's gonna touch this property. That's unless. My only hope for this is that somebody, like we were saying, it'd be great if somebody redid the whole last prequels. It'd be great if somebody can go, you know what, fuck it.
Yeah,
I think there's still interest in Conan. Let's play out the King Conan scenario where Schwarzenegger is the age for that role. Let's see what we can do with that.
That's not going to happen. I can tell you that right now.
It probably won't, but it'd be nice.
Nobody was really. See, the other thing is that
that could be his Unforgiven, Corey.
Well, for you to actually have, it could be, but
that could be cool.
Nobody's going to want to touch a Conan thing after this because there was no. there was no demand for Conan. And I'm sorry, what I meant to say was like it looked like the rated R version of one of those TV shows.
Yeah.
Even with a budget,
Mhm.
it looked like the Conan show that you might see on HBO.
Yeah. And I tell you
And
what,
not even make that well.
that budget went into costumes, location. A lot of exotic locations on that because you're right. The special effects look cheap. They look like bad matte paintings.
But when they got to those locations, they built cheap looking sets.
Mm-hmm.
For the money put in this, it had no epic feeling to it at all, which is what you needed to do. Nobody was looking for a Conan remake or Conan reboot.
No.
I mean, they're Conan fans, but nobody was clamoring for that.
No,
If they wanted to make one, they needed to make a trailer where people came back and said, "Man, you know what? They did I saw this Conan trailer that's amazing. I never really had an interest in seeing Conan remade, but that trailer's badass." And those trailers were horrible.
No, they were horrible. That's all you heard was how bad the trailers were. And when I saw it, I'm just like, oh well, somebody was gonna fuck this up.
And they did.
Yeah.
Hey, I tell you what.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another flop.
All right.
A very, 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 and I don't think you saw it, but a very mediocre children's film that came out early this summer. Has a catchy title.
It came out this summer. A kid's
Early this summer.
Cars 2?
No.
Okay. God.
Give you another hint. It's not animated.
It's not animated. It's a kid's film. Came out this summer. Was it that fucking dopey ass the movie about the kid and his brother?
A Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
Yeah.
That didn't come out in the summer.
Oh, it didn't?
This movie wanted to be that.
Oh.
That was actually not a flop. That movie was, if you remember, that came out, Diary of a Wimpy Kid 2.
It came out
Roderick Rules not only came out in the spring, only did well at the box office, but was the #1 movie the same weekend that Sucker Punch came out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You want me to tell you what this movie is?
Yeah, because if I didn't see it, I don't know.
Okay. I'll give you one more hint.
Okay.
Speaking of hot 40-year-olds, maybe I don't know if she's 40 yet.
Ooh! Roller Girl.
Yes!
That, whatever the fuck that movie's, so-and-so's worst summer ever.
Judy Moody in a not-so-bummer summer.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
The family film failed to parlay the success of the best-selling kids book series into big box office grosses. So, like I said, it wanted to be Diary of a Wimpy Kid because that's a book series that became very successful.
And I tell you why that fucking movie failed. It's because nobody could remember that fucking title. It's like, let's get 2 tickets for what the fuck? God,
Judy Booty's
Smurfs 2. Let's do that. Smurfs. Yeah, let's do that.
A bum named Judy Booty.
Yeah, Judy Hootie.
Judy Booty and the Blowfish.
God damn it, kids! We're just gonna go see Conan. All right, let's go.
The family film failed to parlay the success of the best-selling kids book series into box office grosses. The $20 million film, financed independently and distributed by Relativity, grossed $15 million before it headed out. All right, so
yeah. I wish Heather Graham would do something worth the shit again.
I know.
I still love looking at her.
Yeah, she's hot, man.
I have that fear that people aren't going to be interested. They're going to go, you're not doing anything for these movies these days. We don't need you.
She is hot. I remember her as Roller Girl. I remember her in that shitty, you talk about remake, that shitty movie Lost in Space.
Oh, yeah. I love that suit she was wearing in Lost in Space. She was
fucking hot. Amazing in that movie, but that movie was shit.
Yeah. They couldn't give away that shit.
They gave that movie back at the time when people were buying DVDs.
Yeah,
DVD players.
Yeah.
Everybody got a copy of Lost in Space.
Yeah.
It was so shitty. Hey, here's a sad one, man.
All right.
A sad flop.
Okay.
When I say sad flop, it's disappointing to hear that this movie flopped.
Okay. It's more disappointing than okay. Friday Night?
Yes.
Oh, I know. Yes. I'm still just blown away by that.
The vampire pick isn't proving to have much bite, earning $14.3 million in its first 10 days. The movie was released August 19th. The Colin Farrell, Anton Yelchin starer won't necessarily be a big financial hit since it cost $30 million to make, but DreamWorks and Disney had higher hopes.
Fuck. Will people tell me what they didn't like about that movie, please? I mean, shit. That's a good flick, but at the same time, though, didn't it start the weekend that school was about to get in? I keep thinking maybe that had something to do with it.
It could be. Yeah, that could have something to do with it. It could also have something to do with kids today just aren't that familiar with
Fright Night.
Night. And for a vampire flick like this, it needed to be released on a weekend. Now, this was released the same weekend as Conan, and there was another. Spy Kids.
Spy Kids.
This is a movie that needed to have a weekend to itself.
Yeah.
Are movies that were lesser than this. Spy Kids, look, Conan, it's funny because that was a weekend of flops. All three of those movies. Probably the one that's going to come out best is Spy Kids because it was made for $27 million.
Right.
It's not going to be a big hit, but it's not going to really take.
They've done their math with
hit.
that series and what they can do and what they can't.
But as far as the series goes, it's the worst performing of the series. But so Fright Night came out against a name like Conan. Everybody knows Conan. Even if they weren't asking for a remake or a reboot, everybody knows Conan, and everybody knows Spy Kids. And Fright Night was just like nobody was asking for this. Nobody really knows this. This needed to be released at a. This didn't have to. This shouldn't have been a summer movie.
It should have been released or either around October or even like
Spring,
November or something.
Yeah, something
or
like
even
that.
spring would have worked too, but.
Yeah,
I just think maybe just people didn't give a shit. That's all.
That's
maybe
it.
That's what it boils down to. People just don't give a shit.
Man, it's released at a time of the year. The problem with Conan and Spy Kids too is that it's released at that time of the season when nobody cares because kids are going back to school. They've gotten that feel of blockbusters already.
Yeah.
And at this point, it's like either you're lucky or you're not.
And I'm sure the studios they had to look at least looked at Conan and go, well. It's not that good, so let's not take a big risk with it.
Fright Night, I just can't understand why.
Fright Night makes no sense to me. Yeah, it's such a good film, and I imagine like just word of mouth alone, people would. Because everyone I know who's seen it has enjoyed the hell out of it.
Spy Kids is a movie that none of us liked, but I still can't think why are you releasing a children's film like this when children are going back to school?
Yeah, going right back to school. Yeah,
I don't know. I can't get these people.
And you know that studio that released it, the Troublemaker or whatever, they're not good with scheduling these things out. Sometimes I think they're scheduling a fucking
Troublemakers.
Grindhouse.
That's Robert Rodriguez. I think that's just a production house. I don't think they have anything with. They're not a distribution house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So. Oh, let's see. We got just a couple more here.
All right.
Here's one.
Let me guess. Smurfs.
Smurfs is one of the biggest hits this summer.
Are you serious?
No, I'm
not. Because I've had no clue about how that movie was doing.
Smurfs is they're planning a sequel already.
Holy shit!
And that is one of the. Not only did it perform to expectations, it outperformed expectations. It's one of the, like I said, one of the biggest movies of summer.
Well, Smurf me, because I had no fucking Smurf dia. So I was like, wow, I honestly thought that movie just kind of came and went too. I didn't hear about it, didn't hear anybody talking about it, didn't hear a single soul I don't know a single soul who's seen it besides us. I'm like, wow, okay.
No, movie did very well.
Wow.
Yeah. This movie, television show that they brought to the screen.
Television show they brought to the screen. This should be easy. Shit. Television show they brought to the fucking screen. Probably something that we didn't need.
Nobody
was looking for it, right?
No.
Oh shit.
It was even like puzzling why they did this. Because it was something that was doing okay it's doing very well on TV. It's kind of reached its peak now. So it seemed like a move to just soak one last bit of success from this.
All right. That should be enough. That should be enough hints.
I'll give you another hint.
Okay.
Gay.
Gay? Gay?
As in the show is very fucking gay.
The show is gay?
Yeah.
Fucking. Oh my god.
That don't tell you. I don't know if you don't guess.
Okay.
Maybe that's good because it means you don't watch this shit.
Okay, yeah, then I obviously don't watch it. No, please tell me now.
Glee.
Oh, no shit.
The 3D concert movie.
I thought that was only released in like 2 theaters and that's it. Why would they even consider that?
I don't know. I heard it was going to have a limited run.
Yeah.
And here's what they have to say.
All right.
Considering how avid Glee fans are, Fox Television was taken aback at the film's poor showing at the box office. Opening on August 12th, the concert pick has grossed $14.6 million worldwide, including $11.7 million in North America. I like to know how much it costs to get this out there, first of all.
Yeah.
But yeah, look.
I mean, not that I give a shit, because I didn't give a shit when I heard they were making a movie. I was like, I don't. That's you might as well fucking tell me that What's another fucking show like Eureka or something? Fucking has a movie out. So what? I don't know.
Well,
anything about it.
well, they thought like these fans were going to come and see the movie because these fans are hardcore. These fans are getting Glee on television.
Yeah.
All right. Why the fuck do they want to
for free?
It's not like a new chapter in the Glee story or anything
No.
like that. It's a concert movie.
Yeah, and maybe Glee only has 10 fans out there, huh? I don't know.
Shit, I wish they did.
I know.
And I should be gone by this. I don't even know why I hate Glee so much. I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either,
it just-
but
I don't know.
it doesn't appeal to me. I
just doesn't
I don't want to see a show about singing and dancing. You know, I never saw Cop Rock, so I ain't gonna see fucking Glee. Sorry.
All right, we got one more.
All right, one more.
I'm not gonna even
Make it a good one.
tell you to guess this one because I didn't even I saw the title for this and I thought we were still gonna like get this movie to like screen, but apparently
really?
it's out and it's flopped.
Okay.
Snowflower and the Secret Fan.
No.
Yeah, exactly. I looked
I
at it
don't know.
like, what?
I don't know who did that.
Despite the specialty film's pedigree, is based on Lisa C's best-selling book and was produced by Wendy Murdoch, wife of Rupert Murdoch, and Florence Sloan, wife of former MGM chairman and chief executive Harry Sloan. It has failed to woo audiences. Its gross is only now $1.3 million in its limited domestic run. The
Damn.
film, in Mandarin and English, has fared better in China, where it's earned north of $5 million. Okay,
They've done better in China where they can switch it around.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
make a
exactly.
movie interesting. Make a movie about fucking Sinead O'Connor losing it and fucking turning into a truck driver.
The Sinead O'Connor movie,
Yeah. No
where they got to
shit.
make a CG young Sinead O'Connor
Yeah.
that looks good.
No shit.
Damn, boy.
Get the guys who worked on American Werewolf in London to make her transformation. Let's see that movie magic.
Let's see. We got one more here.
All right.
I'll let you guess this one. You might be able to get this one.
All right.
This one.
I'm ready.
Music.
I'm ready.
Another music thing.
Another music thing. Okay. Ooh. Burlesque.
No, you close.
Yeah.
No, you close.
That came out in spring, probably.
Rock.
Rock?
Yeah.
Rock. That's the name of the movie.
No, that's a clue.
Oh, that's a clue. Okay. Rock.
Yeah.
Rock. Okay. 30 Rock didn't come out. No movie.
Want me to tell you?
Rock. Chris Rock?
No.
Rock.
You're getting close, though.
Fuck. Black guy. Okay.
You're getting closer.
Okay. Black people. It's a musical?
Somewhat.
A musical with black people.
One black person.
One black person.
Yeah.
Beyonce's in it?
Give you another guess. Weekly.
Weekly.
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
Let me tell you.
Yes, tell me.
All right. The answer is
Oh, shit. Oh, you asshole. Hey, man, how come I don't know this shit? Come on. I'm like, man, I've only been, reviews is only my life, and I can't think of none of this. I'm horrible. I got you. God damn it. Shit. I'm over here guessing like a jackass. Oh, my God. Man, you hurt my brain there, too. I was like, God damn it. I need to know this shit. This is embarrassing.
all right, man.
All right. Yes.
Welcome to Fuck Your Thoughts. I just fucked your thoughts.
Like, yeah, you did. You fucked them good, boy. I have to admit, I have to applaud you for that shit.
It's the email section. Of
Yes, it is.
Let's see what we got here.
Fucking that email.
Yeah. Let me see what we got here.
Ooh.
I got to get out of here pretty soon, so we might just read
Yeah, we got to lube this shit up, so make it real slick and
All right.
slide it in there real quick.
Somebody
and out.
just sent me the Don Cheadle. That's
Oh, yeah, the
Captain Planet,
Captain
yeah.
Planet thing, yeah. That's crazy.
Here's a question from Joel Hahn.
Joel Hahn.
Joel, yeah. It's from the planet Krypton.
That's right.
Joel Hahn.
Joel Hahn. Guilty.
What do you guys think of how far John Carpenter has fallen? Uh-oh, I lost the screen. I just watched his latest movie, The Ward, and thought it was a huge dog turd of a movie. Now, is that I saw that movie being made. Is it already on like DVD?
Maybe it is. I thought he was working. It's interesting you brought this up because the other day I was thinking I know he was doing some movie based on a comic book, some obscure comic book. And I don't know what's happened to that film either. It's I don't know if it's been made and it's been shelved or what.
Well, I remember reading about The Ward, and I thought, well, shit, is this
It's out though. It's out on DVD.
Is that on DVD? Okay,
yeah,
so it went straight to DVD.
Yeah.
Maybe that was a plan before. I don't know. But anyway, he said back in the day, he made some badass movies. Yeah, he did.
Yep.
Like, hey, man, The Thing.
Of course, the
Escape
thing.
from
Escape from New York.
Halloween.
Halloween,
Yeah.
of course, yeah. I even like The Fog and shit. I mean,
Yeah. Do you think he's flamed out, or do you still hold out hope that he can make another movie as good as The Thing? Keep up the awesomeness that is LDT and Spill.com. And please remember to be at least give my thoughts some money for the cab ride home. Yeah, we can do that.
Yes, we will.
We won't pay full fare.
No, we don't do that. That's
But, you know.
stupid.
And
Yeah.
and you gotta put your clothes on outside. You can't do that in here.
Has he fallen from grace? Yeah, but I attribute that to old age. I don't know. I
think
mean,
at this point, after a series of flops, he's not given in a real budget. Not that he worked with a big budget anyway. And
No.
yeah, he's fallen off, man. I don't know what has happened. I mean, look, if
lost-
anybody can
yeah.
provide an answer to me, I've been puzzled throughout the years seeing a decline in quality in his films. Even stuff like when I first saw They Live, I was like, he wasn't given much of a budget for this, and the movie isn't all that great. And to begin with, I mean,
I still love it.
There's some great stuff
Yeah,
in there.
Yeah.
But
There's some great things that make it the cult hit that it actually is. But yeah, when you're watching that movie and the movies that were coming out at the time, you could feel the budget watching that movie. It did feel cheap, you know. And
Yeah.
he did what he could with what he had to work with.
But I don't know what's happened, man. He can't.
Yeah, I look at it as like bands. You know, there's some bands that got about 4 or 5 albums in them that can really crank it out. You know, they got their creative juices going. They're doing their thing. And then they just kind of peter out. You know, it just happens. You know, you just run out of fucking ideas. You run out of ways to shoot shit. You know, it's like all your stories that you really wanted to tell have already been done. You know, everything you've been fighting to make a movie into, you know, it's already been done.
Yeah, I can only guess. I mean, all I know is that he hasn't been able to go back and do anything that he's done in his prior success.
The saddest thing about that is when he tried to go back and he did the sequel for Escape from New York with Escape from L.A., where I was just like...
And that is when I gave up hope on John Carpenter.
Yeah.
That was the one I was like, this guy, he's waning, but some of his movies have good ideas. When I saw Escape from L.A., I was like, he's lost it. Whatever talent he has, it's gone.
I was like, wow, you just made a parody movie out of Escape from New York, and I wish you didn't do that.
I was angry at Escape from L.A.
Yeah.
And then I saw Vampires, and that was terrible. And
that was bad.
And then
there was some
Ghost of
before
Mars.
that. Yeah, Ghost of Mars,
which was bad.
It was bad. Yeah,
I don't know,
like
man.
he always has like some cool ideas, but I don't know. He's just
I don't think he's been able to.
he doesn't execute well anymore.
He has a style of film. I'll tell you one thing that I think is going on. He has a style of filmmaking that was fine for working with lower budgets in the 70s and 80s, and he continued to work that way when he got bigger budgets, and his stories became more outlandish. And it's like I just think he just wasn't able to keep up with the times.
Yeah. I think about that too, just to where his stories got big, but his way of shooting things just never progressed. You know, to where it worked for Escape from New York, to where you watch that movie. That movie still has an epic feel, but there's something about the grittiness and maybe it was just he just was hitting on all cylinders with that movie, but. It seems like with these bigger ideas he gets, he seems like he can't really. It always seemed to me like he was trying to fill the story up just to have a longer running time because he had to. It's like these stories seem like they could have been shortened easily.
Yeah,
they'd work better as short stories than they would feature films. You know,
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
I really don't.
I wish he would make. You know, I'm one of those guys who's I really wish he would make one last great film that's memorable and then just end on a high note. But I really can't see it happening.
Somebody provide us with something because I can't tell you. I've been puzzled all these years.
Yeah.
Hey, here's a question from Wayne.
Hey, there you go. His
First time sending us a question here.
Really?
Wayne,
All right.
who has given us the
most epic of epicness.
the Let's Do This video
Let's Do This
game.
video games. Yeah.
Which turned into like a movie at the end.
Yeah. No shit.
Simple question, guys. What villains and the actors that played them do you think never got the respect they deserved because the movie they were in either failed or it's just a shitty film? Keep the bullshit train on the tracks. Answer: Frank Langella as Skeletor.
Yeah.
Over the top, but so badass. Never given any credit for such an amazing performance.
And you know, and it's hard, yeah, because I already know exactly what Wayne's thinking, because I think we share the same brain sometimes, where I was like, that was going to be one of my answers when I read that. I was like, man, fucking Wayne. but yeah, I mean, I think about a lot of, like, movie villains from the 80s, the guy who was the Duke of New York's henchman guy, his partner with the crazy-ass hair, the guy who always went,
Oh, that dude, yeah.
yeah, that guy. The guy. Every villain in the fucking Road Warrior. I always thought, man, you know, I look at those villains as kind of iconic in a sense, but I ask anybody on the street, hey, do you know who Humongous is? I mean, do you know who the fucking his dog of war was? I mean, any of those guys, can you name them? They'd probably go, no, I have no fucking idea.
Yeah. I can see that. You know, I thought RoboCop 2 had a cool idea for some villains.
Yeah.
And they weren't able to pull either they weren't able to pull the villain together or they weren't able to use the villain effectively because, you know, it was in a bad movie. RoboCop 2 is a bad movie.
RoboCop 2 is awful.
Yeah. But I always thought that the cult leader guy who, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Ends up being his criminal mind ends up being put in the brain of a machine. Him and RoboCop have it out. I thought that was a cool idea, and I thought that the guy who played that role, I forget, it's an actor who played he played the villain in the original Red Dragon, I think.
Manhunter.
In Manhunter, yeah. He's a really tall guy. I thought like he was just a creepy, effective-looking guy for that role.
He looked great for the role.
Yeah, and if it had been a better movie, you would have like appreciated him. And then I think Frank Miller, knowing how Frank Miller writes, there was a drug lord kid in the movie. Mm-hmm. I thought this is a little exaggerated, but if they had actually written that kid better,
had a better actor,
and had a better actor, I think that would have been a cool idea.
It would have been somewhat effective, but yeah, it seems like looking at that, it's hard to watch that movie. It's so silly, and that villain. I mean, that's the thing about that movie that always got to me. It felt like it had no villain because it was trying too hard to have these outrageous villains to where they were so goofy you couldn't buy into them, you know. It made for a disappointing film because that actor you're talking about, once they stuck his head into that machine, it's like, well, now you've lost everything that was interesting about. If there was anything interesting about that character, you completely lost it because you just made him another generic robot for fucking RoboCop to fight a generic as Ed 209 for him to fight at the end. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's too bad though. Yeah,
I'm trying to think what else they could have. Who else could have been a cool villain?
I guess what.
A cool villain that never got the respect they deserve.
Terrence Stamp is Zod in the Superman 2 movies.
You don't think so?
I don't think. As much it's almost like the same category as I put Humongous in, where I don't think, at least me. I mean, that's a villain. Well, maybe shit. See, I get confused because I try to separate the geeks from just the average person. To where a geek would know who Zod is.
Everybody knows who General Zod is.
Yeah.
They've seen Superman too.
Yeah.
Richard Pryor never got the credit he deserved.
No, with Superman 3.
No. I'm trying to think of a villain, not one that had the potential, but an actual badass villain.
Mm-hmm.
That was in a bad movie. What can I think of?
I keep thinking about right now. I have Dr. Hill from the Reanimator movies. The guy who ends up getting his head severed.
Oh, yeah.
And he's
No,
always
that's a-
like, he puts his head down on that girl's crotch, and the girl's screaming. He's like, yes, more passion. I always loved that. But I always thought he was a great horror villain. But you don't really go to conventions. You don't see people dressed up as Dr. Hill.
That's a hard costume.
It's a hard costume. It's a kick-ass
because the
costume.
costume, because the villain. What I liked about that villain is that his body carried around his head.
His head, yeah, in that petri dish, or I mean, not that. Well, in that dish he had.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't.
That's all I can think of right now. That's a great question, though.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
I have to think about that one. I have to think about that one. One that's like a really cool villain.
The villain from Pootie Tang, the Dirt Dog.
Dirt Dog.
I love Dirt Dog, dude. That's a guy who didn't get the proper respect he should have. That is a great movie villain right there. Dirt Dog.
Oh, I'll give you a movie. A great villain that doesn't get the respect he deserves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, in the remake of Shaft, with the one that had Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that? Jeffrey Wright
Jeffrey Wright, yeah.
as somebody Peoples.
Yeah. He was kind of like the Scarface of that movie in a way.
Yeah, everybody remembers.
yeah,
Everybody
Christian Bale.
remembers Christian Bale, but that guy, that's the one that really launched his career. Jeffrey Wright's career when he was that villain. Now he was. Now I know people are gonna say, what's his name, Basquiat. When he played Basquiat, that's what launched it. But no, this was when I put him in the mainstream.
True.
And I forgot the character's
God,
first
I
name.
forgot he was
Something
Basquiat.
Peoples.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ. Wow.
but that villain was so cool, man.
He was.
Because first of all, at the beginning of the movie, he started out so cool, and everybody had their attention focused on Christian Bale. And later on in the movie, that guy became crazier and crazier, and started not only turning on like Christian Bale, and made Christian Bale kind of a bitch in the movie, but he became like the big true villain to Shaft in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, everybody thought it was Christian Bale and Shaft. They were going to be heading it off. And it's like, nah, this is the dude who's like the mastermind behind everything.
Yeah, I love the scene where he has that ice pick and he starts stabbing himself with that ice pick. He starts like...
Oh, he's going
hammering into his
crazy,
chest.
yeah.
He's going crazy. And he starts hammering into his chest, like just fucking pumped with adrenaline.
Yeah,
like,
he's so
going
angry.
crazy,
When his brother got killed.
Yeah.
And then when he's like, when he held that ice pick to Christian Bale's ear or something, he's like, you can't hear me? You can't hear me? You want to pull out your eardrum? Or something? I forgot what he was saying. He was going to put out his eye or something. But that guy, I just love him because at the beginning of the movie, he was just so cool. And that character doesn't get enough attention to me, man.
Well, Shaft is almost, I don't know anybody who remembers that movie all too well. I remember I wanted to watch it again because I just completely forgot about it.
Yeah,
I remember I liked that villain and I liked Christian Bale in it.
Yeah.
And and I was like, yeah, Samuel Jackson was decent in it. I mean, he was good. I didn't think it was terrible, but I was just like, man, part of me was like, I feel like I need to see it again because I thought I really liked it, but I can't remember shit from it. So I saw it again. I still don't remember it.
Oh, here's one from I don't know if we read a question from this person before,
All right.
but we'll read it again.
Let's do it.
A moldy waffle.
A moldy waffle?
My question today is,
Damn.
what is the weirdest or most disturbing fetish or category of porn that you know of? For me, it would have to be when I'm looking through the categories page on a porn site and see all the links to rape porn. Yeah, that would be it.
Yeah.
That shit is
That's
fucked
it,
up.
yeah.
That takes it. I mean,
That's about as far as you can get is fucking crazy and ridiculous.
Yeah,
and
thanks for reading my
shit.
email, and please don't use any of that freaky shit while fucking this thought. You rape your thought.
But you can look for this question to be answered in the rape section of the porn site.
Yeah, man. And I know what he's talking about. Like a lot of the rape stuff that you see in categories of porn, like it's simulated rape. It's not real rape. But
Right.
who gets off on watching that shit, man?
Not me.
I don't understand.
I don't
I don't
like
even want to watch fake rape.
No. Like the most fucked up rape scene that I sat through was the Irreversible. But that was like fucking 8 minute. That was like an 8 minute long scene. And Monica Bellucci is so fucking gorgeous. It was like torture to sit there and watch that scene take place because it's such a fucked up scene.
And I know what you're talking about. I've seen
Yeah.
that scene, but see, that's in a movie where they actually show you the true results of rape.
It was still as bad, yeah.
Yeah, but in these porn things, what they do is they start out as somebody coming in and acting like they're forcing sex on somebody. Now I don't think a lot of these simulated rape porn things, not that I'm a big fan of them, I don't think they go in and they show them beating the girl. I mean, I'm sure there's some films where it's close to a snuff film where they do that, and that's at a whole other fucking level outside of porn. But they show the guys go in and then they just force themselves. They fake like they're forcing themselves on a girl,
Right.
and then they rape them, and the girl gets into it and everything, and it plays out like a regular porn. And to me, even that is like kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things I don't want to watch it. Maybe, I don't want to say maybe I'd do it if a girl's like, hey, I want to play a scenario, because it happens all the time. I mean, you see girls that are into that shit, or you meet girls who are into that shit, and you're like, all right, as long as, we both know it's we're in the land of make-believe right now.
I've had a girl ask me to choke her before, and that was even weird.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, that'll let you know. That's the first thing, like when a girl's like, I want you to choke me. That'll let you know if you're into it or not, because you're just like, I had somebody ask me that, and I'm like, you know what? I'd rather not do that.
I don't want to do that. And then one girl asked me to hit her, like not punch her. But
Oh,
she,
yeah,
but
that
she was
I
just
stay
kinda
away
like,
from.
She just hit me, and I was like, I don't want. She just hit me. I was like, what? Do you just slap me across the face, and I did a couple of times. I'm like, I'm not
Jesus,
I was like,
dude,
I'm
don't ever
not
do
into
that.
this. Yeah.
Stay the fuck away from that, because that bitch can go crazy, and you don't know what the fuck she's gonna do. All right, yeah, I'm cool. I'll do this, and then all of a sudden she's like, hey, you're not gonna take me out next week? Fuck you. Guess what? This guy just hit me. I got the proof. I was like, fuck that. I would anybody telling me to do that. I'm like, no.
Oh, I hit her. Believe me, I hit her open palm to make sure she didn't have any bruises. I'm careful about. No, no. You know what? Yes, that's.
I look at that. I'm like, man, this is something that could bite me in my ass. I gotta watch out.
I'm just not into violence like that.
I don't like that shit.
Against women, and even if they're into it, I'm just kind of like, if you want me to spank you,
that's different.
or maybe you want me to hold you down or something, that
tie you up, or
tie you up or something. I mean, but when you want me to like act like I'm coming in and I'm actually an abusive boyfriend, or I
beat the shit out of you.
That's not me. So
no, that's not me. I don't take dumps on people, and I don't piss in people's mouths either. So.
Yeah, now shit on my chest for me, please.
Yeah.
No. Anyway, that's it, man. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, what a good note to end on.
Yeah, on that note, on rape
that was
and shitting.
fun. All right. Well,
All right.
shit. Well, I guess you're gonna be taking off, huh? You're gone.
I am. Yes, I am.
You're gonna be
taking off.
gone. Yeah.
Yes,
all
I'm
right.
gonna be. Yeah, I'm taking off to Amsterdam first,
All right.
and then we have our big London spill party.
That's right.
On the 10th of September.
And your birthday's happening too. Can't forget about that.
I know. Leon reminded me about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know. Getting old.
Everybody is.
Hey man, when I turned 4 years old, man, that was crazy. Man.
Was it crazy?
It was crazy.
You threw confetti up in the air.
And you're turning what, 25?
Of course, yeah.
25. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, man. Yeah, that's the early 20s. That's a good age.
Yeah,
man.
it is, man.
Ain't nothing to be ashamed
Yeah,
about.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I feel like life has just begun. I feel like I know who I am now. Anyway, man.
All right,
I gotta get out of here. And get
You're
something-
done. Let's get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
Yeah, get these these emanators to get
That's right.
some
Make
work
some
done.
nice emanations for the site.
Yes.
All right, brother. Well, I'll see you on
I'm
the
outta
flip
here.
side.
Yes,
Have
yes.
fun over there. And
I'll call you from there. We'll
and
do a show.
Yugoslavia. All right.
We'll do a show somewhere.
Yeah.
Sometime.
Let me
somehow.
know. Yeah. If we do a show, it has to be, if we do it next week, because I'm going to be gone too. I'm going to be on vacay. And if we do something, maybe Monday or Tuesday.
All right.
If you're cool. If you're down. If you're down. Yeah. All right.
All right, man.
All right. We'll do that. All right, then. I'll see you punks later.
Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper!